has been a good show of the football for a long time in this stuff.
But I want to have one more in Tennessee, and I want to ask you about the Cowboys. I started hearing whispers after this game that, yes, Tennessee is looking good, but, you know, you just talked about Kerry Collins. I think he's managing the game well as well, but people are saying maybe, you know, he's not going for a lot of yards, and his completion percentage is sometimes down. I'm starting to hear whispers, and I can't believe it, that people are saying maybe they should start doing the packages with Vince Young back in the game at quarterback. And I have a feeling Jeff Fish is going to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Your thoughts on that?
Well, you and I, we know Fish. All right, Fish was with us when we were in Philadelphia. He was the coach there. Groomed as a coach under Coach Ditka. So if he was groomed under Ditka and was buddy, you know, he can care less what people think. So he's going to stick to, he made the great decision of going with Kerry Collins, having him on that roster, first of all, and then going with him when there were some complications with this, and telling him, you're the star of the rest of the year. You're not just a caretaker when Vince gets back. Okay, he's going to take over. So that right there and what he's done, you have to trust his judgment. And winning football games is marquee in the National Football League. It's not about style points, especially when you're defensive oriented. People don't like it. It's not pretty. It's not aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but it's effective. And that's where the Tennessee Titans are right now.
Mike and Chris Carter, I mentioned there's one state where football is at maybe its lowest point in recent memory. That would be the state of Michigan, where the Lions are 0-8, and the University of Michigan is going to be out of the bowl game for the first time in 33 years. They're 2-7, so those two teams are combined 2-15. But Chris, now Mike and I have been talking about some of the teams that are just having ballpark seasons. The Lions are winless. The Bengals find a way to get a win yesterday. The Chiefs blow a 24-3 lead in their own building and lose yesterday. And then the Raiders. I mean, what happened to the Raiders yesterday was so embarrassing. They had -2 yards in the first half. They had 3 first downs for the entire game. Now, I don't know if you've ever been beaten that badly, but I'd just be curious to know, what happens on Monday? I mean, when everyone shows up on Monday to go back to work, what happens? What is the conversation like the following day?
Well, Green, I know that you are one of the biggest Jets fans of all time. So
yes.
You would probably know more than I would, because I ain't played on a lot of losing teams.
Okay, fair enough.
So I don't know how it feels to have someone, they throw a deep pass on the Raiders, and there was 3 guys within 5 yards, and it seemed like none of them really want to do anything with the play, with Jenkins down the sideline and D'Angelo, and that was a lot of good money well spent, right?
Yeah.
Get a cover corner guy from Atlanta. Oh my goodness. So with the Raiders, it's like the Raiders should be banished into Canadian football right now. I don't know what you tell them. I don't think I've never played on the team. But what it should tell you though, Green, all the places you talked about, Cincinnati, Kansas City, they're talented players in the whole place. And you lose and look ridiculous with talented players. And that's what Oakland, it goes to prove that talent, yeah, but mismanaged, absolutely. And this is what you get.
Yeah, and you just mentioned, you know, Detroit, they were beating Chicago. You mentioned Kansas City, they were doing it as well, and Cincinnati ended up getting the win. I mean, it's just pathetic. In Oakland, to Dallas, I want to ask you about this. You know, they get destroyed by the, and I keep hearing somebody saying, well, wait till Romo gets back. Wait till Romo gets back. First off, there doesn't seem to be any leader.